Okay, so I'm Nicole, and I did the Barber poleworm, and its scientific name is Haemonchus contortus. So, symptoms of this worm is that it affects goats and sheep, and they can suffer from diarrhea, dehydration, anemia, weight loss, and even collapsing and death if there's too many in their system. And treatment for this worm is that the animals can be tested for worms in their feces, because that's how it comes out. And they can also have medication that can be used to remove the worm through their bowels. So the transmission method and life cycle of this worm is that the larvae are first ingested by the sheep or goats when they're grazing, because they live in soil, and they'll travel down to the forestomach of them, which is known as the true stomach, and they'll stay there and mature and feed on their blood, which will cause them to lose a lot of blood. And they'll also reproduce in the stomach. And once they get old enough, the adult females will deposit all of their eggs through the feces of the animal. And this process will repeat itself, so it just goes in a continuous cycle, and the goats and sheep will ingest it again in the when they're grazing. So the location of the Barber poleworm is typically in Australia, but it could be anywhere around the world where there's large goat or sheep populations. And it's prominently found in northwestern Australia and Queensland the most. And the more crowded or unsanitary that a goat or sheep population is, where they're farmed or ranched, the more worms that are most likely to be there. And how to prevent this from happening in ranch farms is that you should always keep the stocking rates low and all of their pastures very clean, because that will prevent contamination and parasites to happen. And you could also provide your animals with lots of good nutrition and plenty of health, so that they always stay healthy and won't get infected. And you should never overpopulate a ranch either, because that will just cause parasites to spread a lot more easily. And they could also conduct yearly or monthly worm tests on the goats to make sure they're not already infected. And some interesting facts about this animal is that the adult females can lay up to 10,000 eggs in one day. And the Barber poleworms are one of the most harmful and dangerous things that could happen to goats and sheep, which is why it's affecting the economy for them. And these worms can range from up to 20 to 30 millimeters long. So the taxonomy of this worm is: the kingdom is Animalia, the phylum is Nematoda, the order is Strongylida, the class is Sagarnatia, the family is Trichonstrigulidae, and the genus is Haemonchus, and the species is Haemonchus coratortu. And I have this real quick video to show. So this is the worms when they're inside the goat stomach. Okay, thank you. Bye.